Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're going to be talking about 5 things that all men should be focusing on besides chasing women. A lot of you reach out to me with your questions and concerns, and many of you have expressed feeling a little bit burnt out by dating or just flat out frustrated. So I wanted to offer some advice to all of you and a little bit of encouragement about some other things that you should be focusing on and working towards besides chasing women, because as all of you know, if you've been here for a while, you shouldn't be chasing women anyways. And if you don't already know that, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop for when I release new content and so that you can go catch up on some of my older content as well. And before we get started, I'm super excited that today's video is sponsored by AG1. AG1 is a comprehensive all-in-one foundational nutrition that serves every single physical demand no matter how busy your schedule is. Sustainable routines are key. AG1 is a daily micro-habit that makes it easy to absorb key nutrients, lead a healthy lifestyle, and feel your best no matter what the day holds. 1 scoop, 1 minute, once a day, every day. AG1 has become an essential part of my daily morning routine that I genuinely look forward to. My AG1 minute is something that I make sure I never skip. It's incredibly convenient and it sets the nutritional foundation for the rest of my day. I've been drinking AG1 every single morning for months now, and I can honestly say that I've experienced a notable improvement in my mental focus, my energy, and my digestion. AG1 includes key energy players, all synergistically working to maintain energy levels, support adrenal health, and perform optimally. Tap my link to get a 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D3K2 and 5 travel packs free with your first purchase. You can't put a price tag on your own health. So the first thing that men should be focusing on instead of chasing women is building your network and your circle. Many men lack friendships or other people to connect with, and these relationships are incredibly important in your life as well and should absolutely not be neglected because you're chasing all the women around. Men are lonelier than ever before, and this isn't just because of a lack of romantic relationships, it's relationships and connections in general. Isolation is not good for you or your mental health, and it's very easy to fall into this trap as we spend more time at home, we work from home, we work out from home, we sit behind a screen all day instead of actually connecting with people. And this is absolutely something that you don't want to fall into. Again, it's very easy to do in today's day and age. I realized today is Saturday as I'm filming this, I realized I only left the house once this week. Once, the entire week. That is not healthy, that is not normal, and I was feeling kind of in a funk this week too, if I'm being honest with you, and I definitely think this played a role because I really didn't connect with anybody outside of, my house. So it's really important to get out there, make an effort to get out of the house, join a club or a group, take a fitness class, meet new people, and really expand your network. So this goes beyond just networking for work and things like that. This is also just building friendships. I think people, get so caught up, men specifically here, get so caught up in meeting a woman or chasing women or trying to date that they neglect the friendships in their life as well, especially as they get a little bit older. And this is really detrimental to men's mental health. I think it has a lot to do with why men feel very lonely. Again, there's more that goes into this men feeling lonely phenomenon than just women, right? It's any connections in your life. It's really important to have these other connections and friendships in your life as well. So a little homework assignment here. I want all of you that are watching to leave a comment down below and let us know where you're from, maybe what state, what city, and maybe you'll meet someone who's in the same area as you. And even if you don't necessarily meet up in person, I think it's great to have friends online as well, especially if you're someone who doesn't currently have any friendships. Starting with online friendships can be really helpful as well, and just finding things that you share common interests about. If you're watching this video, I assume you already have something in common, so you could talk about that. Anyway, I just really want to build a community here and get you guys talking in the comments. I love the videos when I look in the comments and you guys are being very kind to each other and connecting and sharing advice and all of that. And I think men need more of that in their life. So leave a comment, let us know where you're from. You might just make a new friend. The second thing that men need to be focusing on is your purpose. What are your goals? What lights you up and brings you joy? Find those things. I think many men and women, honestly, are feeling a bit lost or like they have no direction, and I believe a big reason for that is a lack of goals or no goals. If you don't know what your goals are, how can you have a plan or feel like you're on the right path or feel like you're even working towards something? I think a lot of us feel like we're just kind of floating around, letting life happen to us instead of taking charge of our lives. And again, I think a big reason for that is a lack of goals and a lack of purpose or fulfillment in our lives in general. And if you're struggling with this area of your life, you're sitting here watching thinking, I have no idea what my purpose is, I don't know what I like, I would say start by trying different things. learn a new skill, or start to investigate something you have a little bit of interest in and see where it goes. Sometimes you really don't know until you try. There have been things that I've had a little bit of interest in the past, and then you learn more about it, you try it, and you end up really enjoying it and find fulfillment out of it. Sometimes it turns into a monetary thing, sometimes it doesn't. For me, it was YouTube, and it turned out to change my entire life and be, something that's been incredibly fulfilling for me. And this is going to look different for everyone, so I'm not going to get too specific here, but I really think it's important to try different things, figure out what brings you joy, figure out what lights you up, find your golden nugget, as I mentioned in past videos before, and just really find things that bring you joy and fulfillment and purpose. My next thing that men should be focusing on is health and wellness. Health is wealth, as I have said 1.5 million times before. And this is physically and mentally. It's really important to prioritize taking care of yourself inside and out. I pinky promise it makes such a big difference. Working out is like a natural antidepressant. A sedentary lifestyle, not moving, not doing anything, not being active, is obviously bad for your waistline, but it's also bad for your mental health. So start moving your body, get active. You could go to a workout class, you could go for a walk outside, you could go for a run outside, you could do some push-ups and sit-ups at home. Whatever you're comfortable with. We all start at different places. I understand people have hesitations here, but get out of your comfort zone, try something new, just get started. I promise that is the hardest part. I got a personal trainer last year, and it was without a doubt one of the best investments I've ever made to my physical well-being, obviously, but also my mental health. And you can't neglect nutrition either. This is really important as well, to fuel your body with the nutrients that it needs. Take care of yourself from the inside out. Cut out the crap. No more excess junk food. No more fast food for every meal. I'm not telling you that you need to be eating plain chicken, rice, and broccoli for every single meal, but really start to prioritize what you are putting into your body. Be mindful about it. It's totally okay to eat things that you enjoy and have a treat from time to time, but I think it's really important to just pay attention to what you're eating. Poor diet can make you feel depressed, sluggish, moody, and a bunch of other bad things. You know what they say, look good, feel good. When you take care of yourself, when you move your body, when you really prioritize your health and well-being, it will show. My next thing that men should be focusing on is financial independence. A guy who is responsible with his money and who is preparing or setting himself up for his future is a true flex. It's Giga Chad vibes. I'm not even saying you need to make 6 figures. There are plenty of people who build their wealth and set themselves up for their future without having a crazy salary. I listen to Dave Ramsey a lot, and I was watching an episode where this woman worked at the post office and ended up being a millionaire because she was really good with her money. So again, you don't have to have a 6-figure salary or make $1 million a year in order to build your wealth and be financially independent. So how do we go about doing that? Well, we have to set a budget. We have to be realistic and not overspend or live beyond our means. And I will also say, being frugal is different than being cheap, FYI. Frugal is the way to live. I'm actually going to do an entire video about this, but some mistakes I see men make in this category is trying to impress people, spending money trying to keep up with the Joneses, or impress women, or pay women online for sexually explicit content, or just paying them in general for no reason, and they don't appreciate it at all and are just using you for your money. But that's a whole different topic for another day. I'm going to get into more details there, but you can also dabble in ways to make extra money on the side and have a few different revenue streams coming in. It could be something that you also really enjoy. I'll give you an example here. My dad works a regular 9-to-5 job, but he is also an incredibly talented artist. He makes sculptures in his free time. It's one of the many hobbies that he has. He has about 1 million of them. He sells them on Etsy, so he has another little revenue stream there. He also started posting YouTube videos because it's something that he genuinely enjoys. He likes filming the process. He likes looking back at it. He edits. He writes his own music. I mean, he's so talented. He's just got it going on. So there are so many ways that you can monetize your hobbies and interests if that's something that you're into. Again, it doesn't have to be YouTube. It doesn't have to be Etsy. It doesn't have to be the same as my dad's. There are a million different ways that you can monetize your passions and your interests, or just find some little side gigs to do. And I'm sure some of you will ask, so I will link my dad's YouTube channel down in the description. Shameless plug, because I'm so freaking proud of him. And the last thing that men should be focusing on is learning to enjoy your own company. And I know this sounds a little cliche and stupid, so hear me out. You have to like yourself. A big part of this one is making sure that your mental health is in a good place, because the better you feel about yourself, the more confident you're going to feel when you're dating. You're not even going to chase women if you feel confident in yourself and you like yourself, because you're going to have boundaries and you're going to respect yourself. And I get a lot of questions about this, so I wanted to explain a little bit. A lot of the questions I get from you guys about this topic are things like, Courtney, should I wait until my mental health is perfect to start dating, or something along those lines? And the reason why I wanted to talk about that a little bit more is because there's no such thing as perfect mental health. We are all a work in progress. So to say that you should wait to start dating until you are fully healed or your mental health is tip-top, pristine, perfect, is just a little bit unrealistic, right? We're all a work in progress. None of us are perfect. Life happens and things come up, and there's always going to be new challenges that arise. Just when you think you're, really great, doing well, healed, something else happens, right? So no, you don't need to wait until you're fully healed or your mental health is perfect to start dating, because that doesn't exist. But what you absolutely need to learn to do is to like yourself. You are stuck with yourself for the rest of your life, so you might as well like yourself. Enjoying your own company includes finding peace in being alone, finding things you enjoy doing, as I mentioned earlier, with your interests or hobbies, things that light you up and bring you joy. I think a lot of us are stuck in this I'll be happy when type of mindset. I'll be happy when I get a girlfriend. I'll be happy when I get a house. I'll be happy when my body looks this way. And while it's great to have goals and to work towards things and to be excited about things in your life, I think it's also really important to not base your happiness off of specific circumstances, because that totally rids you of power, and it makes you feel hopeless. So I don't want you guys to be stuck in this I'll be happy when mindset. And the whole point of this video is, things that men should be working on instead of chasing women. And I think for a lot of you, it's I'll be happy when I get a girlfriend. And you're so focused on chasing women or chasing after a girl or trying to get into a relationship, which I understand. It's a normal human thing to want to be loved and feel loved and be in a relationship. I think that's one of the greatest things in the world, right? I understand why you want that. It's also important to have a good relationship with yourself and to work on other things in your life as well, and not neglect all these other points I mentioned today because you're stuck and worried about chasing women. When we are happier with ourselves, it not only benefits you, but also all the people around you. It makes you a better friend, a better son, a better husband or boyfriend, and just person in general. So work on building up your confidence, feeling secure in yourself, liking yourself enough to respect yourself and set boundaries. And I guarantee you, the more you respect yourself, the less you'll be chasing women, because you realize it's a waste of time. Alright guys, that is all I have for this video. If you liked it or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.